Morning, everyone. So, how's it going? So, man, it's just like it's just amazing to me. This level of garbage can get 16,000 views. Total trash propaganda. Alex Jones, the biggest traitor in the entire world. And I cannot believe people are so stupid. They believe this guy. No, you know what? I can believe it. Because if they don't believe this moron, they normally believe the mainstream media, which is just as bad as this fool. And to be honest, at least the mainstream media is open in their deception and their cowardice and disgusting filth that they put on the television for you to absorb. And you're going to say, well, they're not upfront about it, but to anybody who is at least semi-intelligent, they can see that it's propaganda. You can't see that Alex Jones is propaganda unless you really have done some independent investigation. If you're one of the people, like I was 5 years ago, who was just questioning things around me, you come across this guy and he seems credible. This was before I even dove into the convoluted quagmire of World War II history, and it really is. You have to spend months upon months investigating to find any sort of semblance of truth. Not that I have the truth or I know the truth, but I feel like I've been pointing in the right direction because I've read all the different, from the propagandists to alternative theories. I've read most of them, and that's how you kind of get a picture of what the truth is. You'll never know unless you're there, obviously, and I know people are going to say you're getting redundant bashing on Alex Jones, but you people don't understand. This is what got our president elected. People like Alex Jones. And I even hate to say that he's our president because he's such a traitor. And it amazes me how, because I'm going to go on, I'm not going to stick specifically to Alex Jones in this video. I want to go on to Trump too because there's news about Trump. But anyways, let me just go on say what I have to say about this video and why you're looking at it. Just go through the comments. I know you people aren't nearly as ignorant as these people are. Go through the comments. Sorry about that. I had to pause real fast. Somebody was asking me a question. Just go through the comments. Look at how ignorant Alex Jones fans are. Now imagine if me and you and all of us get together one day. If we can't do better than this, then I will be shocked because they just lie to your face. It's all lies. So is the mainstream media. Everybody lies, 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 lies. It's unbelievable. We should be able to easily counter their propaganda with the truth and the reality, but you have to do it in a way that even the idiots out there will understand it and get it. But anyways, I just want to say one thing that I actually wrote it down verbatim what Alex Jones said during the show that he actually had last night. So I want to read this off quote for quote. This is literally word for word. It's verbatim. Quote unquote, "I don't think the Jews run the world. I'm not anti-Semitic." As if saying that the Jews run the world automatically means that you hate all the people who speak the Semitic language. How absolutely ridiculous is that? And he's done this for years. You people know this. He always does this. He attributes you, if you say the Jews run the world, he'll say, oh, what are you, anti-Semitic? Do you hate all Jews? So, let me give you an example. If this was about, let's say, 100 AD, and we were living somewhere around the Mediterranean Sea, doesn't matter where, Syria, Palestine, doesn't matter anywhere. If you walked outside and you saw a Roman soldier walking down the street, a road, dirt road, collecting some crops from some farmers or whatever, and you said, I hate the Romans, Why do they have to rule the world? I hate them. Does that mean that you hate every single person who lives in Rome? Does that mean that you hate a certain race of people? No, it means you're acknowledging who's in control, and you're acknowledging that you hate the fact that they're in control. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely hate almost everything to do with Jewish supremacist culture, because their culture is not based on the Old Testament. It's based on Jewish supremacy, and you could even argue too that that's the whole thing with Jesus, and arguing because he actually went to, the Gentile woman on the road, if you know the story about that, and the Samaritan, and it just blows my mind how he says these, and he gets away with it. He says things like that. Oh my gosh, morons. But anyways, I want to move on because, oh yeah, and then there's another thing that he says too all the time. He always talks about, when he says he's against world government, he always says, well, they're not even elected. As if these people in charge being elected anyways would make it better? Are you trying to say, Alex, that a world government that's elected would be fine? Are you serious? What would it be, a republic? How would we be able to get to decide who the representatives are? Is our republic not an abysmal failure? Are you really going to say our republic has been a success? No, it's been a failure. The whole reason we set up our republic was so that democracy wouldn't happen. Can you guys tell me, Alex Jones, anyone, tell me when the last time one of the electors didn't vote for who got the majority of the votes? I mean, there might occasionally be one here or there, but has there ever been a mass movement where the electors say, no, I know better, I know the political situation, I am not going to vote for this guy? It doesn't happen. And then you get morons like Jesse Ventura, which Jesse Ventura woke me up to a few things, like I said, about 6 years ago when I started listening to Alex Jones and Jesse was on there. But you should hear him. He's just a blithering idiot when it comes to this. He literally wants a democracy in this country. So he wants the mob to rule. All the moron Alex Jones followers, all the moron MSM followers, all of them to rule you. Even though you do your research, you look up alternative theories, and you do investigations and have an open mind, the morons get to decide who tells you what to do. Does that sound fair to you? Whenever is the majority right about anything anyways? Think about that. Because the only reason they're a majority is because there's a consensus of belief. It doesn't mean they're right. Right? I know that sounds weird, but does it, because there's a consensus, does that mean it's correct? No. Even in science, they'll tell you that. But anyways, I'm going to move on from Alex Jones because this channel is about the traitor in the White House that this scumbag Alex Jones got elected. And I'm assuming you people heard about how Trump shot down a Syrian jet. And besides, I told you so. And I'm not going to be one of these people up here who's just victory signaling and making myself out to be better than I am, because I'm not. I just did independent research and looked at the facts. And the fact of the matter is, Trump is the biggest psyop we've had in a while. He is. And I'll admit it, he did a good job at fooling the morons, the Alex Jones followers. But it's sad because these are the people who, if you actually sat them down and talked to them, may actually have some logic in their head. I mean, I was an Alex Jones follower at one point in time. A lot of you probably were. But you woke up eventually. It's almost like this. you're sitting there watching MSM, and you're brainwashed. You're in an occult of whatever the mainstream media is saying. And then along comes Alex Jones, and he gives you some truth, and you wake up and you say, wait a minute, yeah, he's right about some things. The MSM is not being consistent on this issue, or whatever it may be. So then you think, okay, well, what else are they lying about? And it wakes you up. But then you go to Alex Jones because he's the one who gave you some truth. So then he brainwashes you again. And then now you're in his cult. Do you see this cyclical, disgusting cycle that most people are under? I feel bad for the Alex Jones the fans who have been fans for like 10 years. Because to be that brainwashed, you probably won't wake up. But there's still a chance. There's a chance for anyone, obviously. But anyways, let me get back to this. I find it funny that Alex Jones never, ever criticizes Donald Trump on anything important. He'll just say, oh, he's just incompetent. Same with David Duke. They'll just say Trump is incompetent. Trump is he's just an idiot. Really? A businessman? He's just a moron. He's incompetent. I find it funny because if you go back and listen to David Duke and you hear him respond to all the people who say Obama, Bush, they're just ignorant, they don't know what they're doing. What would David Duke say? Of course they're not incompetent. They know exactly what they're doing. But not Trump. He's the idiot. He's just being fooled by all these Jewish traitors. Like Jared Kushner. Right? Go back and do this for me, you guys. Go back and look in 2013. See who was pushing for this war. Even the Saudis weren't pushing for this war in 2013. Yes, the Saudis during George Bush's presidency were. But not in Obama's. The Israelis were pushing for this. They've been pushing for this war for years. Throughout Bush's presidency and Obama's presidency. And Clinton's. Look it up. AIPAC was the only group that was lobbying against Syria in 2013. And it's funny because I actually showed you guys a video of Paul Joseph Watts exposed this. And he said that it's Israel's conflict in 2013. Now all of a sudden, nope, nobody mentions it anymore. Nope, it just didn't happen. So one other thing I want to go on to is this. It's so bad that Donald Trump sends the Jewish traitor Mossad agent Jared Kushner over to Palestine to negotiate with the Palestinians and the Israelis. Think about how stupid that sounds. You don't think there's a conflict of interest there? How is he gonna settle this? Oh yeah, you know, non-biased opinions won't settle this. I mean, it's only been years of sending people over there who don't have a conflict of interest, right? Supposedly we get neutral people to go over there. Oh, now instead of having a neutral source, let's have the Mossad agent go over there and negotiate. I mean, come on, people. And I know you guys aren't the idiots that I'm referring to. But there are people out there who really believe, oh, Jared Kushner is going to solve the Middle East problem. The traitor? The one who obviously is going to do this in favor of Israel? Really? I mean, come on. That's like during World War II sending Ribbentrop off to Poland and saying, yeah, Hitler came out and said, yeah, we're gonna have a nice even deal with the Poles. I sent over my best person to go over there and negotiate. He doesn't have any presuppositions or any conflict of interest. I mean, come on. It just frustrates me so much that people are so ignorant. Because over the last 2 presidencies before Trump, there was the impetus for change. There was an impetus for actual, not a revolution, because I don't want a revolution, but actual change, like I was saying. And then now it's been stifled because a traitor's been put in the White House, a psyop traitor named Trump, and all the people who knew that something was wrong with our country or wrong with our economic system, all those people just fell head over heels for Trump. And now, what happens? We're back to square one. Unbelievable. And you know, specifically to the Alex Jones fans out there, I hope you're happy. I really do hope you're happy. Because now that another George Bush is in the White House, I don't know what's going to happen in the Middle East. He's already shown that he has the exact same policy as Barack Obama when it comes to Syria, if not worse. Because he's only been in office for less than half a year, and he's already done more against the Syrians than Obama did. I mean, Obama armed his little Al-Qaeda groups, right? With Israel, they got together, with Saudi Arabia too, and they all got together and they armed these little jihadists, right? Even Obama doesn't do what Trump did. He doesn't openly say, I'm going to launch Tomahawk missiles against the Syrians. Oh, man. And then you still have, like I said, people like David Duke, who do know his history. He does know his history. Except for when it comes to the Holocaust, because all of a sudden, he did a 180 on that. All of a sudden, I can show you the CNN clip with Wolf Blitzer with him admitting that there was gassings. But he does know who's in power. And what does David Duke say? Like I said before, incompetence. It's just incompetence. They just slithered their way in there. You know, tricking everybody, tricking Trump. He doesn't know any better. Yes, he knows better. I'm going to end that here because I feel like it was sort of a diatribe, but I try not to make it a diatribe, but it really, really just upsets me. Ignorance upsets me because I know I'm ignorant on a lot of things, and I don't speak authoritatively when it comes to those things. I don't. I will openly say, you know, I've done a little research on this topic like I did with the other videos on biology. I'm not a biologist, but I've done some general research on it. I can parrot what everybody else says, but not people on Alex Jones' channel. I mean, seriously, look through this comment. Like, that's the whole reason I made this video in the first place, but look through the comments. It's like these people pretend to know what they're talking about. It's unbelievable to me. So, like I said, I've been saying this for months now, you know, Trump's going to show his true colors, and he has been. All of you know this. And it's just amazing to me that even people like David Duke are still seduced by this traitor. David Duke, a man who's educated me so well on this topic. So, I'll end this video here because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'm really glad that I don't have to deal with Alex Jones morons on this channel. You guys do independent research, and even if you don't agree with me, it's usually you articulate your points well, and even if we disagree on something, we can talk it out. Not on Alex Jones' channel. I mean, I could literally go through and comment on all these morons and prove that they're just absolutely ignorant. But what's the point? I'd rather just make a video showing the proof of why they're ignorant. So, yeah. Thank you guys again for all the support. I'm going to include a link of this video so you guys can go check out the comments if you want. Thumbs down it. I recommend thumbs downing it, but you don't have to waste your time because, you know, I just sort of did this just to show you how ignorant these people are and the fact that we should easily be able to take advantage of this one day. One day when they create the climate for, like I said, the impetus for another change. Because as of right now, we're back in the coma. It's sad, we're back in the coma. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a good day.